Y'all, my name is Bethany Frederick, and my second career profile, I've chosen Vocational Rehabilitation Counselor. The main reason why I thought this would be an interesting career to look into is because it works with people with disabilities or even like criminal records and helps them get back out into the job force. And raising a son with Asperger's, I know how challenging it can be to find the careers and jobs that would be beneficial for him. And it's just neat to have people out there that are on your team and helping you work towards that goal. I also like the aspect of, helping people get back out in the workforce, gaining that self-esteem again, as well as maybe helping veterans and things like that. So once again, I found the Oregon Department of Human Resources, DHS in Oregon. It has an opportunity there. So this specific one would be in Springfield, Oregon, which is a little bit further than my area, but I thought it would still fit nicely there. I didn't have a specific career contact with this one either, but I did get a lot of good information online. Some of the things with the working environment, obviously it's a government organization, so it's a very large organization that covers the entire state of Oregon. This specific position, like I said, would be in a small town in Oregon in Springfield, and I'm sure it would serve kind of that area, some of the outlining, probably smaller areas as well. Mostly hours would be Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. However, they do require some overtime, and there will be irregular hours as the need arises. And travel time is primarily local, but there would be occasional long-distance travel. Some of the typical stressors would be that we would occasionally have to work with people who demonstrate difficult, challenging behavior, and they may present like a danger to themselves or the community, so that can be a little bit of a challenge. Often working with people with disabilities or criminal records, which can also be kind of difficult, even though that's the goal. It's a little bit different than just finding someone a job. Someone who has challenges is obviously a little harder, and sometimes it can be difficult to find a suitable goal with people who have criminal record because not as many people want to hire them, and so sometimes the agreed upon employment goal may not match exactly the employment that's received, so that can be a little bit of a challenge, as well as you have to work with different companies and things like that. Typical benefits, of course, include personal level. I think it's very rewarding once you get that person in a chosen career path that they love. I think that kind of relationship bonding would be really neat. Obviously, they have medical, dental, vision, life insurance, long and short-term disability, accidental death and dismemberment, long-term care, flexible spending accounts, and retirement benefits. And they offer decent sick leave and vacation hours and holiday pay. One of the things I thought was neat, too, is that they offer what they call an innovative employee assistance program, and that offers work-life counseling that works not only with them but also with their family. Offers them homeowner assistance and legal assistance, which I thought was kind of cool. A lot of the common job tasks include collecting, analyzing medical and psychological information to determine eligibility for the VR services, gathering and evaluating pertinent vocational and other material to provide necessary counseling and guidance to determine the nature and scope of services needed to achieve the stated goal and the employee outcome. Obviously, providing the direct job placement to the clients, including like employee incentive services, tax credit vouchers, state certifications, assistive technology, and worksite modifications to get them to reach their employee outcome. Screens and interviews, and evaluates referral to determine potential eligibility for services. Also schedules aptitude personality tests and interprets those results, and makes the determinations regarding physical restorative requirements. So, do they have hearing aids, physical therapy, any of those kind of things that's needed for them, necessary for them for employment, and also with that determining any training necessary for employment. Working with agencies and gives them career and vocational counseling to them. So provides a lot of good background service as well. Develops and implements rehab plans with each person, tracks progress through any sort of termination of the case and making sure it's successful, and obviously, is responsible for the caseload management and that it moves quickly enough to exceed the standards of the state of Oregon. Wants to make sure that it exceeds their requirements and documentations and things like that. And then also another part would be managing budgets and justifying expenditure of those funds. And then lastly, we would represent the agency, going in to talk to the community about people with disabilities, maintain working relationships with those agencies and organizations, and to attend community events and things like that to get some good working relationships. The education requirements are they prefer a master's degree in rehabilitation counseling. However, a master's degree in psychology counseling or field related to the vocational rehabilitation would qualify as well. And also a bachelor's degree in the related field would also qualify as long as there's 3 to 5 years of work experience. Starting salary is usually about $43,000 a year. Experience salary is typically $63,000. And employment of a rehabilitation counselor is projected to actually grow 20% from 2012 to 2022, which is faster than average of all occupations. So there's going to be a lot of need for that. Demand is just expected to grow because the elderly population will increase, as well as there will be more need for helping people with disabilities, return veterans, and things like that. So I thought it was a very interesting career and definitely could be something that's very rewarding. Thank you so much.